Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi is less than a month away. People are starting to talk about the lack of marketing, which we'll talk about that after we talk about 6 brand new posters. So let's get to all of that and more. So let's get into these 6 posters. So these are character posters, which honestly I think do a way better job of presenting the characters than those muddled, here's everybody involved in the film, Thor Ragnarok style posters they tend to do. Because here, it's a clearer vision. Like, the Mandarin, that's quite clearly, well, there he is, It's him. There's the 10 rings. And you have the rest of the supporting cast, and everything is very nicely neon lit and just pops, which I think is a great choice of aesthetics and designs to it, because it just looks like it has life to it. It doesn't look boring. Quite clearly, they're using the whole Madripoor thing. I particularly do love the Death Dealer one. I think that one looks amazing with the graffiti and everything behind him, just kind of bouncing color everywhere. And then, of course, you do have Shang-Chi, the star of it, which, yeah, his poster looks good. Now, speaking of Shang-Chi, let's talk about the non-existent and lack of and unimpressive and where is the marketing for this film that everybody's been bringing up. So, first and foremost, we are right now past that 1 month point. We've seen the 31 days ad or the 1 month ad or whatever they put out like a day ago. Now you got the posters. This film is coming to theaters. They are committed to it. The lack of marketing is because Marvel Studios typically starts to roll out after the posters, which is exactly what we've gotten over the last week. So the final 3 weeks, there's going to be a push, which is coming up now. They are making that push. I think the lack of marketing is honestly, and this is sad to say, due to the fact that this film is probably going to bomb. I don't want it to bomb. Again, before anybody calls me out, I don't know how many times I've said this and can keep saying this. This is my most anticipated film of the year. It has been since they confirmed it for this year. I mean, I cannot wait. This film has everything I want in a film. Literally, like, it's all here. So I cannot wait, but it's just the amount of interest surrounding it isn't there because of where we're at. The fact that you can't market the film to territories where theaters aren't open. Fans of ours from Australia, for example, I've openly asked them, because I talked to them, hey guys, have you seen any advertisements for Shang-Chi? Because the people in the United States have, and they go, no. Of course you haven't, because you're not getting it. So the lack of advertising is because it's region-based. Why spend advertising money on advertising a movie where it can't come to theaters? Does that make sense? Like, you're not going to advertise Shang-Chi's coming to China when it's not coming to China. So, what are you going to do about this? It's just the nature of it. In the United States, there is advertising, but it's obviously not as big as it is for other films, because what are you going to do? Spend half a budget of a film on advertising it when you know that the return isn't going to be there because every single film is underperforming in the United States? Again, this is just how it goes. Nothing against the film. I know plenty of people that are hyped for it, but you guys already know that when this film hits and the box office isn't there, the same people claiming that X film is successful because it made 30 million will say this film flops because it made 40 or 50 on its opening weekend, just by the virtue of agendas and all that. You know how it's going to be spun. We know it's coming. We know I'm going to talk about it and completely dismantle that argument, which I will, but it's just how it is. The world, the planet, every location is not back to normal, and this is just expected. So the lack of advertising is underwhelming, yeah, but like, what can you do about it, right? The world is still, honestly, I was going to say the world is still slowly recovering. It's not. It's actually falling back into it. So this is what you get.